Peter Franklin is the Gabby Cabby in New York City. Good morning, Peter. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Live from the beautiful streets of New York, where everybody's happy and rich.
No reason to talk about anything in New York politics, is there? Anything come to mind?
Listen, I'm not a sadistic guy. I don't wish misery on other people, but you got to admit, the sex stuff is really getting better by the minute.
Oh my Lord! And by the way, this is the guy who prosecutes people for doing deviant things.
Yeah, but did you see how fast? It's like, I think I'm running like the New York Times newsroom here because, after all, I'm your chief correspondent. So here we're having a normal Sunday in the Franklin family, and the bulletin comes in over the teletype. The guy may resign. And it seemed like 8 minutes later, he was gone.
That's true.
That one was fast. It's funny. You're absolutely. I had somebody text me and say, "Okay, I can't believe it, but Schneiderman's being charged with these three women saying that he did these dirty deeds," and I'm like, "Okay." So I'm sorry, I'm watching Homeland or something. So about 15 minutes later, he's like, Cuomo's calling for him to resign. 15 minutes after that, story's over.
If anybody cares, if you got a minute today, please look at my website, Gabby.com, because I have a page there in which I list the true tales. And when this happened, within a matter of minutes, I sort of ripped out the front page, like they do in the newsroom, stopped the presses, and I made this my lead story. I felt so professional. I
were
I
good,
really did.
I even noticed that, too.
I see it. It's at the top of your... And listen, one of the... Here's where, because I've already heard, it's like, well, listen, the president has a lot of stuff in his closet. I mean, it's terrible. The difference is, there are a lot of differences, but one of the key differences, for me anyway, is the fact that the president isn't prosecuting people for these acts. This guy, it's like Spitzer. He's the same thing. Spitzer was arresting people for prostitution and turns around and he's using hookers in his bedroom.
Hotel in Washington?
Yeah, it's just terrible.
It just goes on and on and on. And I got to tell you, Trump this morning must be doing a dance. Because remember, this guy's constantly been against Trump. He went after him on the school thing, this, that, and the other thing. You'd always almost like to think, maybe this is something that Trump's operatives kind of worked on.
I want to take you to a text from a friend of mine who sent me this last night. Now, this is the president tweeting out. Where did it go? Here, I've got it somewhere. The president tweeting. Here it is. It's a little dark, but I've got it. The president says this: Weiner is gone. Spitzer is gone. Next will be lightweight AG Eric Schneiderman. Is he a crook? ? Wait and see. Worse than Spitzer or Weiner. That was written on September 11th, 2013.
Really?
By Donald Trump.
Their operatives, in other words, when you get the kind of money that, we hear about a few of these things, but I'm sure there's plenty of private detectives that are doing all the dirty work to say, check this guy out. That's what I was trying to think of Spitzer. I had my mind went blank. But that was the same thing on Spitzer. It was almost as if they, whoever they are, got even with him. And it's the same thing with this guy. They, whoever they are, they got even with him. They got the goods on it. But it never ceases to amaze me. These people that are running our government are so unbelievably stupid.
I know.
I mean, they really are the dumbest guys in the world.
Why? And Peter, have you heard anything in the news about the criminality of all of this? Yes, these women are coming out and they're saying that he's done all of these things, but is it? Is there any chance there'd be charges?
I don't know. To my mind, it's just stupid. I just think. I think when it comes to the sexual business, Trump is the dumbest guy on the face of the earth, and now this guy is completely stupid. Also, you would be especially careful. Ever since you appointed me your chief correspondent in Lower New York, I have been so careful. I've stopped going to bars. I don't snort coke anymore because I figure I have an obligation to you. That I.
Well, you've held yourself to a higher standard, Peter.
Until this morning.
Exactly. That would look like Keeler's man in New York arrested for Mufke Fufke. That would be terrible.
Yeah, and I believe that is Mufke Fufke is on the books. It's actually terminology that's used.
The blue law.
Peter, I don't have anything else to talk to you about, to be honest with you. This, you had a lot of good stuff in here today, but this takes the cake here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's his story, and as I say, I feel very guilty because you're not supposed to, boy, you're asking for trouble if you enjoy somebody's misery.
You're right.
But, these guys, and you get the kind of jobs they get. Oh, man, you ought to get down on your knees and thank God you're making the kind of money you're making.
I always come back to, and the same thing was with Spitzer, is how do they feel right now, and how do the people feel that they've put behind bars or that they've taken all their livelihood away or their money away from them? How do those people feel right now when you look at this person and you see how this person is falling and how it's the pot calling the kettle black? It really is disgusting.
Yeah, well, and then I don't think we should bring up your checkered past with Providence.
Oh, Peter's
Thanks
talking
for that,
to you,
Peter. We'll talk to you later. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. All right, Peter, I am out of time, and I want you to know that we talked last week about this tour in New York City. We are planning it. We actually have a van. We're working on it, and I will be in touch very soon.
Fantastic. We'll have a great time. We really will. I'll even be funny.
Okay, good man. Peter Franklin.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Gabby.com. It is the best tour in New York City.